Have you ever found yourself standing at the edge of a precipice, peering into the abyss of uncertainty, feeling the cold grip of rejection? It's a sensation we all experience when you pour your heart and soul into something only to watch that dream slip through your fingers with a stark, resounding no. It feels like the universe has just slammed a door in your face, leaving you in the dark, grappling for understanding and clarity. Imagine this moment. You've crafted the perfect proposal, only to receive a rejection email that cuts through your optimism like a knife. It stings, doesn't it? The doubt creeps in. You begin questioning your worth, your path, and even your abilities. But what if I told you that this very rejection, a closed door, could actually unveil a wealth of opportunities you've never dreamed of? Today, we're not just discussing how to cope with rejection. We're embarking on a transformative journey that turns every setback into an unparalleled source of strength. This journey is about harnessing the power of resilience, honing your mental toughness, and understanding that every closed door is merely a passageway leading to something greater. Life is a series of ebbs and flows, filled with moments when we feel ignored or overlooked, those heart-wrenching instances that can trigger feelings of insignificance. It's all too easy to allow these perceptions to shrink your sense of self to the size of a pinhole. But here's the twist. Those moments of feeling unacknowledged can serve as golden opportunities, propelling you to rise above the negativity that clouds your perspective. Your response to being ignored speaks volumes about your character. By consciously choosing not to let these moments define you, you exhibit respect for your own worth. Keep this in mind. When someone fails to recognize your value, it's not a loss on your part, but on theirs. You owe it to yourself to be perfectly aware of your worth, and no third-party validation can alter that reality. Let's take a page from the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He taught us that the power lies not in our events, but in our reactions. Focusing our energy on what truly fulfills our spirit, whether that be hobbies, passions, or moments of tranquility, is essential in the wake of disheartening events. Ask yourself, what activities make you forget the world around you for a moment? Whatever it is, invest your time and energy there, because that is where your joy lies. Equally vital is surrounding yourself with those who uplift you. Your true circle comprises family and friends who appreciate you for who you are and respect your dreams. They serve as reminders that you are valued and loved, irrespective of any external judgments. As Aristotle eloquently stated, in the arena of human life, the honors and rewards fall to those who showcase their good qualities in action. Take actionable steps by nurturing your relationships and engaging in pursuits that bolster your self-esteem. Ignoring negativity isn't about getting back at those who may overlook you. It's about taking stock of your strengths and channeling your energy into nurturing a life you genuinely love. Choosing positivity means you're not merely surviving the storm. You are learning to dance in the rain. The inclination to react when faced with rejection is natural. It's easy to allow those feelings to spiral into an emotional tempest. However, true power comes from maintaining your composure. Remember, acknowledging your feelings isn't synonymous with suppressing them. It's about understanding why the sting of rejection hits so profoundly. Often, it's not the rejection itself, but the insecurities it uncovers that hurt the most. In moments of gut-punching rejection, recall Marcus Aurelius' wisdom. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your personal reaction holds dominion, even when rejection doesn't seem to budge. By choosing a calm response, you not only showcase remarkable inner strength, but also detach your self-worth from external perceptions. It's okay to feel affected by rejection, but remember, your response fosters your emotional resilience. Imagine facing rejection and responding with kindness and respect, even toward those who have overlooked you. Such actions reflect that your happiness is independent of others' opinions. As Socrates said, Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Focus your energy on your growth, ideas, and the path ahead, not on dwelling over the pain of rejection. Consider the pain of rejection as a weighted blanket, heavy on your chest. It can easily consume your mind when allowed to thrive unchecked. Yet understand, rejection does not define you, nor does it diminish your value as a person. Instead of mourning the loss, view it as a springboard towards self-improvement and personal growth. When faced with rejection, redirect that energy into something constructive. Dive into a long-forgotten hobby, a passion that slipped through the cracks of your busy life. Hobbies do more than fill time. They divert your focus from negativity and enable you to uncover new skills and passions. Perhaps immerse yourself in a book that transports you to another world, offering insights, contemplations, and wisdom to guide you through tough times. Serious engagement in community projects or volunteer opportunities can also act as a catalyst for positive energy. By shifting your focus outward and assisting others, you'll discover a profound sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. The act of giving back not only rejuvenates your spirits, but realigns your understanding of your own worth in the broader tapestry of humanity. Surround yourself with friends and family who help you recognize that a solitary rejection does not encapsulate your entire existence. Aristotle reinforces this notion: the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Your life encompasses a multitude of experiences, relationships, and accomplishments, not a single rejected proposal. Keep fresh in your mind that your value remains intact regardless of others' incompetence to recognize it. Use this moment of rejection as a stepping stone towards self-betterment, to explore new passions and strengthen relationships. Letting go of the pain isn't a simple task, but it's vital to your personal development. Allow rejection to serve as an opportunity rather than a setback. When faced with a firm no, remember that it's not a dead end, it's a signpost guiding you toward a path where your talents and strengths can truly shine. This is the time to hone in on your skills and abilities while putting them into action. Whether it's a personal project fueled by passion, or a community initiative that brightens someone else's day, the key is to choose endeavors that resonate with you. When you devote energy to your passions, not only do you exhibit your capabilities to others, but you reaffirm your belief in yourself. Each rejection redirects you to spaces where you can be appreciated, where your skills won't go unnoticed. Like Marcus Aurelius asserted, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Overcoming hurdles may open doors you otherwise might never have considered. Your worth does not wane based on how many times others choose you. It's determined by how you react to these occurrences. Channel your energy into self-discovery and not in seeking validation from others. Every rejection presents an opportunity for personal growth. Plato wisely declared, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." By focusing on your strengths, you not only build resilience, but also gain valuable insights about your character. Every rejection is a chance for reflection, an invitation to cultivate a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Finally, let these words resonate. When feeling ignored or overlooked, it may be instinctive to raise your voice to make yourself heard. Yet often, the most powerful response is no response at all. Silence, utilized wisely, can speak volumes. By choosing silence, you refuse to engage in futile battles for attention, demonstrating an admirable quality of self-control and maturity. This doesn't equate to passivity. It's an assertive decision to prioritize personal growth over the opinions or neglectful actions of others. This Stoic principle emphasizes that your sense of worth stems from within and should not be jeopardized by external events. Silence is a tool, a way to redirect your energy toward personal aspirations and ambitions, taking meaningful steps toward growth without the noise that can accompany feelings of neglect. Marcus Aurelius believed the best revenge is to be unlike those who have caused injustice. By remaining poised, you assert your commitment to your own path and values. As you navigate the ebb and flow of rejection, remember to lean into your strengths, embracing laughter and joy in the process. Engage in the activities that uplift you. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, turning every closed door into a window of opportunity. As we journey through life, we inevitably encounter moments that leave us feeling rejected or overlooked. It's as if a heavy blanket of uncertainty has draped itself over us, casting a shadow on our self-worth. But what if I told you that within those moments of despair lies an invaluable opportunity for growth? Remember, the way we respond to these experiences speaks volumes about our inner strength, character, and resilience. The nobility of the human spirit allows us not just to endure these setbacks, but to transcend them, transforming our disappointments into stepping stones toward a brighter path. When faced with rejection, whether in professional settings, personal pursuits, or even simple social interactions, it's all too easy to spiral into negativity and self-doubt. The NO echoes in our minds, amplifying our insecurities until they seem insurmountable. This is where the power of mental resilience comes into play. Instead of allowing rejection to shrink us, we have the choice to rise. The Stoics often spoke of the importance of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. When we remember this, we can transform our pain into a powerful motivator for self-improvement and growth. Imagine a situation where you've applied for a job that you were genuinely excited about, pouring your heart into your application. When the rejection email arrives, it stings. You may run through a mental checklist. What did I do wrong? How could I have improved? These questions are natural, but allow me to reframe the narrative. What if this rejection was not a judgment of your abilities, but rather a redirection towards something better suited for you? Instead of allowing feelings of worthlessness to creep in, let this moment be an unveiling of your potential. Reflect for a moment on the teachings of Socrates, who said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Thus, in moments of rejection, take the time to analyze your feelings, not to dwell in them, but to rise above them. Ask yourself why this rejection affects you deeply. More often than not, it taps into the insecurities that reside within us. Recognize them, acknowledge their existence, but refuse to let them define your worth. The Stoics believed that our power lies not in external events, but in our reactions to them. This philosophy is profoundly applicable when dealing with rejection. You have power over your mind, not outside events, said Marcus Aurelius, a respected Stoic philosopher. This principle ought to guide us through those moments when we question our abilities. Acknowledge your feelings, yes, but do not allow them to overwhelm you. Instead, control how you react to those feelings. It's crucial to remain composed and respectful, even in the face of rejection. Every rejection carries with it an opportunity for growth, an invitation to better ourselves. This is where our strength manifests, in our will to rise above and focus on self-improvement. Imagine instead of lamenting over what you lost, you redirected that energy into projects or hobbies that ignite your passion. Rediscovering the joy in our interests not only alleviates negative feelings, but also reaffirms our worth. Surround yourself with positive influences during times of struggle. Engage in relationships that celebrate your strengths and remind you of your inherent value. Aristotle reminds us that, in the arena of human life, the honors and rewards fall to those who display their qualities in action. Seek to take actionable steps that advance your journey in meaningful ways, whether it be pursuing a fulfilling hobby, reconnecting with friends who support and uplift you, or exploring new opportunities that align with your passions. The notion of ignoring negativity does not equate to seeking revenge on those who might have overlooked you. Rather, it reflects the conscious decision to build a life filled with positivity. It's about thriving and choosing not to let rejection dictate your happiness. Think of it this way. When someone fails to acknowledge your worth, it is not your loss but theirs. Your value is inherent, and seeking validation from others diminishes your power. Initially, it is natural to want to react emotionally. It's human. But one of the most empowering decisions a person can make is to remain calm in the midst of that emotional storm. Begin to identify why a rejection impacts you so deeply. The answer often reveals more about our internal fears than the situation itself. This is where the teaching of Marcus Aurelius shines through. He believed that emotional strength comes from within, and that overcoming our own doubts can lead to true resilience. Accepting rejection as a part of the human experience is imperative. There is strength in acknowledging the feelings of hurt, without allowing them to anchor you down. Instead, consider adoption of a proactive mindset that invites self-reflection, growth, and action. It's important to separate your identity from the rejections you face, as they do not define who you are. Imagine harnessing that rejection into a powerful force for personal growth. Take up a new hobby you've always wanted to explore. Invest in your fitness. Start a personal project that ignites your passion. Nurturing yourself in these endeavors is a declaration of self-worth that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. Engage in activities where you immerse yourself fully, forgetting the world outside for a moment. A deep dive into a creative project or physical activity not only helps channel your energy constructively, but also fosters a sense of accomplishment and resilience. In situations of rejection, consider volunteering for community projects, dedicating your time to a cause that resonates with you. This shift in focus away from your own problems towards the needs of others can be incredibly fulfilling. It serves to remind you that you are valued and appreciated, as your contributions make a tangible difference. Aristotle reiterated that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, reflecting the interconnected nature of our lives. One rejection is merely one piece of a much larger puzzle. The key here is to remember that your worth is not dictated by a singular experience. Instead, use second chances as catalysts for growth. Each experience of being overlooked serves as a stepping stone to better self-understanding, allowing you space to explore new passions, strengthen existing relationships, and build an authentic life filled with joy and purpose. The act of letting go of hurt is a vital part of moving forward toward future happiness. Remember, every door closed in your face is not an end. It is a detour that points you toward a path that will nurture your talents and passions. When confronted with a rejection, channel that energy into nurturing your strengths. By actively working on projects that showcase your abilities, you send a clear and strong message about your value. This could be a community project or a personal venture that aligns with your passions. When you pour your heart into something you care about, it not only shines a light on your skills, but also serves to remind you of your own worth. Stoic philosophers, like Marcus Aurelius, often spoke of the importance of turning obstacles into opportunities. The impediment to action advances action, he said. When you face a challenge, it's essential to view it not as a barrier, but rather as a platform to propel yourself to new heights. Each no becomes a redirection towards greater acceptance where your talents can flourish. It is an opportunity to showcase what you are truly capable of. Building resilience in the face of rejection means taking the power of that experience to propel yourself forward. Plato once observed, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." This triumph over our fears and self-doubt is a true win, representing an advancement towards personal excellence that no outside force can take away. Yet, often, in the throes of rejection, we feel compelled to shout louder, to make others recognize our worth, when, in fact, silence serves as a more powerful statement. When we choose not to respond to the negativity with drama, but instead embrace the quiet, we free ourselves from the ensnaring grip of others' opinions. Silence serves as a stage for introspection, allowing you to define your identity on your terms rather than on external validation. In those moments of silence, take inventory of your emotions. Reflect on why certain situations affect you deeply. The quiet times can lead to profound insights about our values, expectations, and how we handle conflict. This self-reflection is an invaluable practice rooted in stoicism. As Aurelius asserted, our real power lies not in contingent circumstances, but in navigating our internal world. Choosing to stay silent can often send the strongest message of all. You refuse to be rattled by frivolous distractions. Your focus should be centered on your pursuits, nurturing your aspirations, and solidifying your identity through action showcasing what truly matters. When we do speak, let it be from a place of authenticity rather than from a need for recognition. Consider Socrates' words: "Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something." Choose your words carefully. Allow your actions to echo your value more profoundly than any words could convey. In these trying moments, remember the ancient adage reminding you that your worth is innate. True value glows brightest from within, unattached to the uncertain whims of others. Shift your focus from seeking attention to nurturing happiness and fulfillment within yourself. Engaging in activities that genuinely resonate with you and fulfilling the aspirations that drive you constructs a foundation of self-acceptance that external validation can never replicate. It's essential to view experiences of rejection as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. They are markers on the route to greatness. A balanced response to those who overlook or ignore you is key. Kindness can reflect your values greatly, not as a way to solicit approval, but as a manifestation of your character. Maintaining respect in the face of adversity demonstrates emotional maturity. Yet, we must also ensure we do not allow the actions of others to dictate our happiness. Marcus Aurelius reminds us aptly, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Respond with grace and integrity, reinforcing boundaries that protect your emotional well-being. As we continue navigating through this trek of personal development, consider these insights as cornerstones for your journey. You have the power to manage your emotional responses. Never forget, your self-worth is not determined by how others recognize it, but by the choices you make every single day. Let's continue this path of transformation and resilience together, knowing that with every rejection comes an opportunity, a chance to grow, learn, and rise above. Your journey does not end here. It is merely a prelude to something greater. Remember, your resilience is your true power. As we transition into the final part of our journey together, let us delve deeper into the crucial concepts surrounding rejection and resilience. This section is designed to empower you further, transforming every challenging experience into a stepping stone toward personal greatness. We've discussed the inevitability of rejection and its emotional toll. Now, let's focus on how you can leverage these experiences to fuel your growth and redefine your narrative. Imagine a world where every setback transforms into an opportunity, a world where nitrogen monoxide invigorates your resolve and propels you toward realization rather than despair. Embracing the notion that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but rather an opportunity for redirection is revolutionary. It frees you from the chains of negativity, allowing you to ascend to greater heights armed with the potent understanding that every closed door could be an entryway to something spectacular. This paradigm shift begins with a conscious effort to reject self-doubt and embrace self-empowerment. Rather than internalizing the hurt of being overlooked, consider it a signal that it's time to recalibrate your focus toward the areas of your life that genuinely inspire you. The strength that lies within you is formidable, waiting to be unlocked. Through resilience and self-improvement, when you find yourself struggling with rejection, It's essential to cultivate a mindset imbued with growth. This begins by framing each setback as a learning opportunity, an invaluable lesson that nudges you toward refinement. As Aristotle once stated, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Building excellence should become your habitual response to rejection. Each time you face a no, respond with action that affirms your commitment to excellence. Consider the possibility that you might not be ready for the opportunity you are reaching for right now, and that's perfectly okay. This moment is not one of defeat. It's your cue to prepare. Every rejection provides fertile ground for growth. It's an invitation to explore, to hone your skills, to improve your offerings, and ultimately to become the person you need to be to seize the next opportunity. Redirecting. Your energy when faced with adversity involves understanding your emotions without surrendering to them. It requires questioning the narratives that swirl around your mind, inviting you to examine the deeper emotions that rejection elicits. What personal insecurities surface during these moments? Be honest with yourself. The journey to resilience begins with this profound understanding of your internal landscape. In moments of pause and reflection, allow yourself to acknowledge the hurt, the disappointment, and the sense of loss that may accompany rejection. Yet, also be vigilant not to dwell in these feelings beyond their constructive value. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Embrace the notion that your mental landscape is yours to curate. As you navigate this landscape, your reactions and responses become the cornerstones of your character. Every time you choose to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity, you cultivate emotional maturity. Recognize that maintaining your dignity in the wake of rejection speaks to your growth more than any visible triumph ever could. Let your actions be informed by the understanding that your worth is intrinsic and independent of others' acknowledgments. When faced with a no, instead of casting your gaze outward for validation, turn within. What unique qualities do you possess? What are your skills and talents? Where can you apply these strengths to make a meaningful impact? Shifting your perspective from malaise to action speaks volumes about your character. Consider transforming moments of rejection into calls for action. Move forward. Embark on personal projects that showcase your talents. Engage in hobbies that activate your passion, or explore career shifts that align better with your unique skill set. This creates a powerful momentum for your growth. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In practical terms, this means that each rejection carries with it the potential for growth and improvement. It's equally important to acknowledge that progress can involve discomfort. Real growth often resides outside the sanctuary of our comfort zones. Embrace the idea that trying new experiences, whether it's a creative pursuit, a leadership role, or physical challenges, can redefine your capabilities. Allow yourself to venture into these new territories with an open heart and a courageous spirit. The cycle of growth and resilience is amplified when you surround yourself with uplifting influences. Seek out individuals who embrace positivity and share your vision for personal excellence. These are the relationships that reinforce your self-worth and encourage you on every step of your journey. Aristotle indicated that, in the arena of human life, the honors and rewards fall to those who showcase their good qualities in action. Hence, forming bonds with those who reflect and reinforce your values expands your emotional resilience. Fostering connections with like-minded individuals creates an environment where you can thrive. Engage in activities that nurture your spirit. Join a class, volunteer in your community, or participate in group hobbies. Surrounding yourself with positivity acts as a buffer against setbacks. Furthermore, sharing your experiences with others can provide invaluable perspectives that lead to deeper insights and understanding. You are not alone. There are others navigating similar paths. As you embrace this journey, don't shy away from celebrating your progress, no matter how small. Each step you take towards self-improvement is significant. Engage in self-reflection that highlights your achievements and fosters gratitude for how far you've come. Let this reflection empower you to continue striving for excellence. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, remind yourself regularly, do not waste what remains of your life in speculation about your neighbors, unless you can do some good there. Focus on harnessing your experiences to advance your journey. No matter how humble the progress may seem. Let's also address the elephant in the room, the instinctual reaction to shout louder when ignored or rejected. While this desire is perfectly human, what if I told you that silence can convey a more potent message? By choosing silence, you signal strength and maturity, demonstrating that you are unaffected by external perceptions. Silence is not a sign of weakness, but a robust platform for self-reflection and action. In moments where your presence may feel diminished, allow your silence to resonate with dignity. Embrace the opportunity for introspection and channel your energies towards self-improvement rather than seeking external validation. Marcus Aurelius wisely instructed that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. This philosophy invites you to rise above and pave your own path, moving forward with grace. As you pride yourself on your ability to respond with dignity, aim to cultivate your inner strength. Engage in practices that enhance your resilience, whether through mindfulness, meditation, or journaling. All can foster a deeper awareness of your emotional state. By refining your internal narrative, you empower yourself to handle rejection with grace and poise. Another critical aspect involves focusing your energy on what truly matters to you. Engage in activities that inspire you, whether that's personal projects, hobbies, or forming new connections. By investing your time in pursuits that align with your core values, you eliminate distractions and reinforce your sense of self-worth. Aristotle asserted that excellence is a habit. Therefore, it's vital to establish habits aligned with your vision of value. As we conclude this segment on rejection and resilience, keep in mind that your true value is not dictated by the opinions of others, nor is it tarnished by the rejections you face. Instead, your worth is shaped by your actions, your intrinsic qualities, and your capacity for self-growth. Every nitrogen monoxide serves as a stepping stone guiding you toward new possibilities. When you feel ignored, transform that energy into action. Seek fulfillment in avenues that bring you joy, and channel the momentum into personal growth. Have fun engaging in enjoyable activities, whether it's trying new hobbies, spending quality time with loved ones, or immersing yourself in nature. Joy is regarded as a powerful antidote to feelings of inadequacy, breaking the cycle of negativity set in motion by rejection. Don't forget that joy is a catalyst for creativity and resilience. Laughter can elevate your spirits, reduce stress, and anchor a sense of well-being. Engage in activities that trigger laughter, fostering connections with others while bolstering your confidence and reinforcing your self-esteem. As you weave together the threads of rejection and resilience, know that each moment builds on the last, culminating in personal transformation. Remember Marcus Aurelius's principle that the obstacle becomes the pathway, echoing through your journey. Those moments of feeling rejected or forgotten are not indicative of your value. Instead, learn to harness them. Let them fuel your drive to excel and elevate not only yourself, but those around you. In closing, carry these lessons with you as you navigate life's complexities. Your journey is unique and valuable, marked by every challenge you face. When you experience rejection, remember it's not the end. Instead, it's simply a part of your personal growth narrative, a chapter leading you to new heights. Together, let's continue embracing the path of transformation, resilience, and self-discovery. As you move forward in life, let these insights illuminate your journey. With each setback, carry a fierce determination to rise, evolve, and shine through adversity. Your resilience is your ultimate strength, paving the way to a future filled with opportunities you never envisioned.